Mis ek die kus. En die eerstvolgende jaar. Die netbal is nou kom toe, wie doen die netbal daar? Wie doen die netbal daar? En maar julle? Oké. Okay. Once again, thank you very much, everybody, for coming. Our sincere apologies for starting 10 minutes late. Please do kindly forgive us. But we'd like to get our press conference on the go now. Welcome to MTC. We're glad to have you here, and I'm quite certain that you guys are looking forward to your holidays coming soonest. My name is John Ekongo. I'm the Manager Corporate Affairs at MTC. So we've got a very short program. The purpose is basically to announce a partnership between MTC and the Namibia Rugby Union as in relate to a new project and program that will enhance competitiveness of rugby in the country. I'm not here to share the details. The high table do share the details as you get on. Just to introduce the high table, we've got on my extreme left, Mr. John Haynes. He's the CEO of Namibia Rugby Union. And in the middle and center position, that's Mr. Christian Van Vogel, the Vice President of Namibia Rugby Union. And of course, Mr. Tim Ekanja, Chief Human Capital and Corporate Affairs Officer. So to start off, I would like to give the opportunity to the Vice President, Mr. Christian Van Vogel, to just do some opening remarks, and then he'll be followed by Tim. And then subsequent to that will be Mr. John Haynes, who will explain the format of the tournament that we're about to launch, and also answer any other questions that we have for the media. Mr. Van Vogel, thank you.
Thank you, John. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are thrilled to partner with MTC, a long-standing supporter of Namibian sport. This sponsorship will enable us to elevate the senior men's regional 15s competition as an integral part of our World Cup qualification campaign. This tournament provides a crucial platform to assess and develop our players while building momentum for the Africa Cup. Thank you.
Wow. Well, it's the excitement that's I'm sure Mr. Van Vogel wants to hear from Mr. Ekanja how much money is he getting and things like that. So that is why he probably just said, let me, yeah. But thank you very much, Mr. Ekanja. Thank you.
Thank you very much, John. The NRU has decided to bring us here on the eve of the festive season, but that just shows you how important sports is. You would recall that MTC has partnered with the NRU for many, many years. I'm sure the young journalists will not know, but I'm sure the archives will attest that we've been partners for many, many years. This time we are partnering with the NRU on a developmental side, a very exciting program that they have presented to us, the under 15s, which the CEO is going to explain later. But we are extremely excited in terms of what is going on, not just at the NRU, but sports in general. A couple of days I've been watching the African Championship netball that's taking place at the Dome. Our girls are doing very well there. Quite a few sporting events that are happening. And you will always see that the MTC brand is part of it. And that's the sort of love that we have for the game of sports because of the connection that it makes. On the under-15s, we are pleased to partner with the NRU with an amount of 700,000 Namibian dollars, not just for this year, but hopefully for many years to come. The NRU has promised that this is an exciting tournament, and we are looking forward to that excitement. And whenever the tournament takes place, we're inviting all rugby lovers, not just those also those who watch other sports, to come and support these young kids, and so that we can see them realize their dreams. So we're looking forward to this partnership that will now be called the MTC Under-15 Champions, and we're looking forward to a long-lasting partnership with the NRU. Maybe not just with the Under-15s, but since we are rekindling this relationship, hopefully with more other avenues, because I know you have so many other packages. You have the national team, you have the Premier League that's without a sponsor at the moment, and all the other preparation for the Men's Senior World Cup. So yes, thank you very much for allowing us to partner with you. People always think that it is you that must thank us, but it's the other way around. You giving our brand an opportunity to partner with you. So thank you very much, and we look forward to mutually beneficial partnership, especially seeing these kids just go out there, have fun, and realize their dreams. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Tim. John, I think the opportunity is now perfect and opportune for you to just come explain to us the format and the details of the championships of the tournament. Thanks, John.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to this, I would say, exciting moment. I must say that my colleague in sport, mentioned under-15s. So we are starting, we already have a under-15s tournament starting. So we can also look into that. Thank you for committing to that already. So
I'm hinting.
You're hinting. No, it's a hinting. That's a good start. So the senior regional men's competition has been long overdue, and it was part of the Namibia rugby. I would say 15 years ago. This is the platform where you will have the best in Namibia competing against each other to hopefully make it into the national team. So this format will be consisting of the Premier League clubs, the 9 Premier League clubs, and the 4th team that will be selected will be based on selected from under-20s. So there will be 4 teams playing over 3 weekends, starting on the 22nd of February in 2025. And this will be played over 3 weekends, the 1st and the 8th of March. So it will be exciting time. It will be high quality rugby, because this will be a platform where the Namibian local player and overseas player can showcase his talent to hopefully represent Namibia in the upcoming World Cup qualifier. So that is in short. It's going to be an exciting tournament. It's going to be the best in Namibia competing against each other to see who can hopefully and potentially represent Namibia in July 2025. That's all from my side. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you very much. Just for clarity, guys, it's not under-15 championships, it's regional 15 tournaments for senior men. Premier League clubs playing into the intention to get the best talent that will make it for the World Cup qualifiers, which in turn makes us pick a national team to go to Australia, 2026, correct? 2027, my apologies. All right, so I would like to give the floor over to colleagues from the media. Please just state your name and then indicate who you'd like to ask a question.
Thank you. So the selection process already started. There's a group of 104 players, local players, currently preparing for the Welwitschia team, which is also the national team participating in the Africa Cup next year, which is a World Cup qualifier for 2027. So it will be, and that process will be opened. So it will be basically a combination between current players that was selected in the system and then players that played in the previous or the last season, the 2024 season. So we're going to use that type of, and it will be based on players in specific positions. So yeah, and the matches will be played at one at the coast and two in Windhoek.
Any more questions?
Yeah, it's Helga from the Namibian. Can you just elaborate on the teams? You mentioned there's an under-20 team, but the senior teams, are they from regions or are they the club teams or who are they exactly?
Yeah, there will be three senior men teams and one under-20 team. So it will be in the form of, let's say, Grootfontein, Kurus, and Dolphins will be combined into one region, and there will be the likes of Wanderers, Western Suburbs, and Rio Falcons in one group. Then you will have Unam United and Rio both in in another group. So those 9 teams will be split over the three, or the players from those various teams will be selected into the 3 regional teams. Yeah.
Okay. Otis? Yes, please.
Morning, gentlemen. Sorry for coming at that late. Just maybe, what are the primary objectives of this renewal? I don't know, maybe if you mentioned it while walking. I just wanted to find out the primary objectives of this renewal partnership between MTC and how does this partnership align with the long-term vision of Caribbean rugby as a whole?
So just before you get to the objectives, it's not a renewal. This is a brand new competition format. I remember a couple of years ago we used to sponsor the Premier League. So this is not a renewal, just in terms of that clarity. This is a brand new competition in preparation for Australia. But he's going to look at what the objectives are. But I mean, it's self-explanatory that the NRU is now preparing not just to go and participate in Australia, but to go and at least win 1 or 2 matches, hopefully. But the CEO can just elaborate.
Yeah, thank you, Tim. So the objective is definitely to make sure that we prepare well. We've got a World Cup qualifier coming up in 2025 already. So that is a huge objective for us to give our local players the opportunity to prepare at the early stage, and then also make sure that we rebuild and rekindle relationships also with local, I would say, partners. And that's why this partnership with MTC is so important for us, is to rekindle, because we are all young, like the new journalists. I'm also fairly young on the rugby scene. So I believe we're looking forward to a very healthy and strong future between NRU and MTC.
I just want to understand this. So it's a tournament that's going to be participated by 4 teams this weekend, this coming weekend. February next year.
Yeah, just to emphasize on the kickoff date, the first matches will take place on the 22nd of February 2025. The second round or second week will be the 1st of March, and then we will conclude the 3-week regional competitions, a regional competition on the 8th of March. So this competition will keep on growing, because the original plan was to launch this competition with 6 regional teams. But we also know that we have to take baby steps, grow the process, to ensure that we don't dilute the quality of players. So we are adopting the old Australian selection process. When Australia was, I would say, dominant in world rugby, that was between 2000 and 2012. They only had 4 regional teams, or I would say 4 provincial teams, from which they selected their national team. So we're adopting a similar, and also providing a quality platform for our local under-20s to form part of that pathway plan to hopefully make it into the national team in the Welwitschia side. Well, luckily, Tim already mentioned the amount. So the amount will the money will be used for transportation, for accommodation, transportation. That will be also we're also looking at the meals on the day for the match officials, players. So there will be there's a detailed budget what the money will be spent on. So there will be no, I would say, plain in English. We will not waste any money. It will be for rugby specific.
In terms of prize money and so on?
No prize money. So money will be invested into the accommodation, transportation, meals, looking after match officials. The only component that of the person that will be paid will be the match official, the referee that will be paid.
The prize will be winning 2 games in Australia.
Yeah, I think that will be a, yeah.
That's the ultimate prize.
Okay, one last chance.
I just wanted to know, is there like a rough idea of how many players you're looking to put into the national team setup from this tournament?
Okay, so I've earlier mentioned that there's already 104 local players that's been drafted into the baseline test for the last, I would say, 2 months. Yeah, so just to give an idea, 104 players. So in each team there will be 35 players. So if you're good at math, 35 times 4 will give you a good idea.
Yes, sir.
Final one, Andreas from Nancy. Then are you going to bring in international experts, or you are going to use the in-house capacity to pick the best players and so forth?
I just think I will give a very good answer to that. Namibia, the NRU don't bring in experts, just for the record. We've got local players that takes the opportunity to play abroad. So whichever player comes back into Namibia will have the same opportunity like the local player. So it will be a competitive level set for the local player and the international player. So if any player today decide from any club, he or she wants to go play abroad, that does not make that player an expert. Just want to be clear on that. So, but however, we've started the process in 2022, making sure that our local-based players also reaches the same standards when it comes to fitness and conditioning as the players that's currently outside. Because we already know that our club level is not there yet good enough, I would say, without getting into trouble, to compete with the level of competition that's currently being played outside by our international players. That's why this regional competition will become that platform to narrow the gap between club level and the national, international level. I hope that answers your question.
Okay. I think, guys, we have exhausted this. Just to highlight, this is just a pre-announcement. We will be doing the launch of the Regional 15s next year. So please just keep a watch your inboxes. The invitations will be coming as we come back from the holiday season. And in the absence of no further questions, which I've decided to, please kindly get ready for your photo opportunities. For the colleagues from the broadcast houses, should you like sound bites, please just indicate, and then we can sort out how we'd like to have a sound bite with nonetheless. So, thank you very much once again, and photo opportunity.
It's a near rugby ball.